Welcome to How to Read a Subject Research Article. My name is Dr. Frances Perrin, Executive Clinical Director here at Brett DiNovi Associates. Whether you're a student, researcher, or just curious, understanding how to navigate single-subject research articles is a valuable skill. This topic covers multiple items from Section C, Measurement, Data Display and Interpretation, and Section D, Experimental Design of the BACB 6th Edition Test Content Outline. Structure of a single-subject research article. A single-subject research article typically follows this structure: abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, and references. If these sections are missing, it might not be a research study article. Understanding each section in a single subject research. Let's break down what each section contains specifically for single subject research. First up, the abstract. This is a summary of the key points of the article, including the purpose of the study, the methodology, who was studied, usually individuals or sometimes small groups, and findings. For example, in a study on using functional communication training, FCT, to reduce aggression, the abstract might briefly state that aggression decreased after the introduction of FCT and describe the methods used to measure this change. It's a great starting point for understanding the study, but don't rely on the abstract alone. The introduction provides the background context and purpose of the study. For instance, an article on testing the effectiveness of a token economy system in reducing problem behavior, the introduction might review prior research on token economies, setting the stage for what the current study aims to add, such as testing the intervention package with different populations. The methods section is crucial. You'll find details about the experimental design, such as ABAB reversal design, multiple baseline, or alternating treatments designs, along with information about the participants, procedures, and how the data were collected. For example, in an alternating treatments design study comparing two reinforcement strategies, for example, praise versus tokens reinforcement, this section would explain how and when each strategy was applied. In the results section, the data are presented visually through graphs. These graphs depict how individual participants' behavior changed over time, showing the intervention's impact. For example, in a multiple baseline study on increasing task engagement, you might see graphs that stagger when the intervention is introduced across different individuals, with clear upward trends in engagement following the intervention's introduction. Challenge yourself to interpret the graphs before reading the author's analysis. The discussion section puts the findings in context. In single-subject research, the discussion often focuses on how the results align with the study's purpose, assesses the effectiveness of the intervention or the individuals involved, and connects these outcomes to prior research. For instance, if a study found that a certain behavior management technique significantly reduced tantrum behavior in one child, but not another, the discussion might explore why the technique worked differently for these individuals and suggest future research to better understand these differences. Finally, the references. This section lists all the sources cited. It's a great place to find more studies related to the topics that were mentioned in the introduction or discussion. Here's how to read a single subject research article effectively. Start with the abstract for an overview and a quick understanding of the intervention's success. Next, read the first paragraph of the introduction to understand the context, then skip to the last paragraph for the study's purpose. Now, carefully read the methods section. Pay attention to the design used and how data collection was managed, as this is crucial for single subject research. Next, dive into the results. Focus on the graphs and the data trends to see how behavior changed over time with the intervention. If there was more than one participant, look to see if behavior change was similar. Skim the discussion to see how the study's findings align with its goals. Finally, reread the article for a deeper understanding. During your second reading, focus more closely on the discussion section. For example, if the study highlights limitations, for example, limited generalization, no follow-up data, consider how these affect the overall conclusions and implications for practice. Thanks for watching. With these tips, you're ready to tackle any single subject research article. Happy reading.
Bye.